Actually, today is the day I have to use those words. If you remember the delivery day 4 years ago, if you rewind. Finally, today I'm getting my dream car.
Naishu, give me high five.
Wow, looking so cute, Naishu. That word finally, actually with capitals, I have to use it today. Finally, Sriman Kotaru, he completely owns the BMW X4. Every inch of it. The tires, the alloys, the engine, the dicky, But it has not been so easy. Not only financially, but there were a lot of things, lot of emotions that went behind completely owning it today. Where I've started, if you remember, go back to those days. You think that phase, I don't know why, but that certain phase cannot own a BMW. He needs to grow. He needs to mature in life. Actually got this bike a year back, but decided to make a 1-year ownership review now. In terms of life and in terms of finances as well, because even maintaining my charisma was a difficult task on my own, not with family support. And when I had like 200-300 rupees of money in my wallet, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I remember so many times I would go from the BMW showroom, from the Mercedes showroom, and genuinely I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I never thought in my wildest dreams that one day I will go into these showrooms and I would book a car, I would take a delivery from there. But miracles happen. Did I do something extraordinary, something in my life? No, I believe in that. Universe has its own way to direct you. You end up very miraculously somewhere. But one thing for sure, the car has taught me a lot of things. A lot of things in your life, they come and go, whether they are human beings, whether those are bikes or cars. But number one, Tiger came into my life and made me my whole career. While the BMW being such an expensive thing, it taught me how to control my finances. It taught me how to hold on to something when things get a little difficult. And it taught me some of the most valuable lessons in life. When things get difficult, do not let go. Work for it. If you love something, make sure you be there and do all the things possible to keep it. Actually, let me explain. The year was 2022. Where do we even start? I know I'm making it sound like something very big. I know people within my circle who could just go outright purchase a Lamborghini or even a Rolls Royce. But for me, this is something very special because a car like a BMW, no matter how simple you want it to be, the car is going to talk without me having to tell about my success. These brands, the BMW, the top three, the BMWs, the Mercedes, and anything beyond that, all these cars, the badges, they talk about your success. They talk about this guy has done something in his life, is the reason he's driving it. Not only for the profile building part, but also, see, for me, it's not about boasting that part. But for me, I love driving that piece of engineering. So I'm a total fanboy. For me, it is another reason. So the moment I made my decision one day in 2022 Jan, all my life, 30 plus years I've been working, whether it's for YouTube, whether it's for any other businesses I've done in my life, or the jobs that I've done in my life, all that chota struggles. I wouldn't call it like a crazy struggle compared to a lot of other lives that I see around. But one thing you have to remember, neither struggle ra. You had a good beginning, you had a father and a mother who would take care of you. Yes, but it is not that, let me tell you, you wanted to make it on your own. I know there is 100-76% support from your family, from your parents, but if you are someone like me who wants to do things on their own, that pleasure, trust me, that is some next level high. It feels good. It feels proud when you stand beside your achievements and you're like, I made it. So that was the day I took a decision and I was like, so in Jan 2022, it definitely felt it's a big amount that I had to pay, but I was like, let's go ahead. Because once in a lifetime, YOLO, which is not the way you should do it. But I did my finances a couple of months before that. I'm seeing how much I was able to make. I did all those calculations, and then finally from the funds that I've invested, the profits that I made, all these calculations banake, then I went ahead and I comfortably bought the car. Of course, not straightforward because I kept my money invested. I did a certain amount of down payment, around 25 lakhs or something, and remaining car, I took a big loan whose EMI, if you calculate, will be crazy. Every month there was a big EMI. But let's go to that later. First thing is the delivery day. Definitely there are certain moments in my life that I could remember profoundly. This day, March of 2022, I remember that delivery day as one of the most exciting days of my life. Well, that's only half of the story. The moment I got the car, I was so elated. I went to my house to show my parents that I bought the car, to get some nice blessings, did all that. Next day I woke up being so happy inside that there is a BMW parked in my garage down. So excited, looking forward to something. I went down with my coffee, sat in front of it, took it in properly. Can you understand the feeling?
Really risky taking fellow, my blood is there now. Always. That is
There is a Malkajgiri mosquito inside the car, inside the German beast. Some of those moments which money can never buy. I know, ironically, I put money to buy this, but the moments I'm talking about, the memories. But life has its own way to teach you things. Okay, till 2022. Okay, no issues at all in my life. There were like mental issues and all that, how a teenager would think about his life, about the anxieties, the stresses that all of you guys go through, all that I also had. And if 2023 didn't happen in my life, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I can handle a lot of stresses now, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks that happened a couple of years back. All those things, I can handle it now because of this particular year. Because you know what, something crazy happened. I can never forget these moments. I told you guys about this. This is something that ruined. I'll not say ruined, actually these things should happen. I think everyone goes through these things in their life some way or the other. For me, a legal letter, I got a notice, a summon as to why I did not pay something which I didn't know, I had no clue about. But yeah, I didn't know anything about it. It slapped me with a huge fine in the year 2023, and that's where the financial stress started happening. It's not that I couldn't manage it, it's just that I made other plans in my life, right? I made some amount of money, I kept it aside, I created buckets. This is for the car's EMI, this is for that, this is for the house, this is for the child's education, this is for my lifestyle, this is for the bike. College Eskundam planning, and then suddenly when you're slapped with something like this with lakhs of rupees, okay, 2 GSS you can buy, give a proper, not just financial stress, but stress in my life, because this was unplanned. I was never taught in my school or never taught in my family as well from parents. Who will tell you that you have to take care of these things? No one will tell you. Something hits you in life and then you learn. People get bigger hits than me, no doubt. But like I said, just remember one thing. Your small scratch on your body is more important to you. It sounds selfish, but be practical. A small scratch on you is more valuable and more important to you than someone dying there. You think whatever you want. This is how human nature works. It's not that I couldn't take care of the EMIs or whatever expenses like all of us usually have in life. That was going on. I took care of it. Good work came up. So it's not the money there, but something hit me really hard that I saved so much, and I'm being a very good citizen. I always try to encourage investments. I try to encourage pay your taxes, do that, do this, be a good person, ride safely, wear a helmet, wear a jacket. Positivity is what I keep pushing, and then I get slapped with something like this is something very disappointing, and that's how life is when you expect the least. So yeah, I cleared out this financial stress in the year 2024 actually. But before that, this car, I could still take care of it completely even then. And I had a lot of support if I needed. But I didn't want to do it because financially it wouldn't make sense for me to close a loan that time. Because first of all, there'll be a penalty to close a loan of almost 3 to 4% on the outstanding. Better I park that amount in my mutual funds, which was growing at least 12% per annum, while that would pay off my EMI. The calculations chasey. I made sure that that's not getting affected. So that was going on. But there was some stress. The money that I kept for the car's closure, then that got taken away from me. So that's gone completely in 2024, and I had to rebuild that account. And then I remember something, okay? No matter what, I learned one thing: perseverance. I thought about it. Why am I taking so much of stress about these numbers? It's just a number in the account which has to get transferred to the government and things should be fine. That happened anyway, and then the car ka EMI thing kept poking me. And like I said, it didn't affect me much financially, but back of your head, it's like a mental block. I want to clear that out by that emotion sometimes drives you. Arey endukra illullanta clear chesi odiliste, you'll own the car and keep it, right? A market in the workout aitundi, you're getting 12% out of the market average. Why to do all these calculations? Something is itching you, just close it. But then I held it very tightly. I was like, now you are not supposed to own me, BMW. I am going to own you. Who the hell are you? You're just a thing. You cannot own me. Though I did not drive the car much, I kept it like my prized possession. I kept it like my achievement. It talks about me a lot. It branded me so much. I mean, 2023, it taught me to hold on to things. Don't let go easily just because something is irritating you emotionally. And work harder. Make sure you make that bucket which got empty. And in the year 2023, that financial stress, all that, I've taken it out of my head. And then the year 2024 came. Once again, the cycle started. I'm not using the car much. I started making up reasons in my head. Again, the emotional part of it started playing me. I think this is one of the most expensive things I've owned in my life. I bought a lot of cameras. I bought this camera which I'm shooting is one of the most expensive things I bought in that time. It's like 3 lakhs or something only for the body. And then even my MacBook was something very expensive that I bought that time in 2021, which is around 3.5 to 4 lakhs. And then I also, how can you forget the Tiger? But that's like, it made my life. Okay, that's more like an investment that made me everything. It even got me the BMW, to be honest, and then got the 1250. All this progression was happening, but definitely at one shot, one of the most expensive thing I've bought in my life is definitely the X4. But then, like I said, again 2024, and I started thinking about, I almost sold it. I was this close. These are the long conversations I had with this guy, one of my dear subscribers. I'm pretty sure he's also watching now. He was this close to buying it, and he was giving me a crazy good amount. Like, he was about to start along with his dad and come the next day morning just to see the car. Full and final, I'll close it there and go. I was this close. Good, I did not take that decision because the money was good. I would close my loan and still have a lot of money left. All these things were going on, and when I told him, bro, I don't think I want to sell it because I thought about it a lot. Tomorrow he was supposed to come, and one night I gave it a good thought. I was like, jo bhi hoga dekha jayega, చూసుకుందాం ఏదైతే అది. ఏడికి వస్తే అడిగి రమ్మని లైఫ్ ని I will ముఖంలో చూసి మాట్లాడతా. These are the things that this car taught me. So even now when I get some financial stresses, even now I'm kind of in a crunch, but I don't care now. Whenever I felt that, okay, all the things that I thought in my mind that something would happen in 2023, nothing happened. In 2023 anyways came, the financial stress anyways came. 2022 was one of the amazing years for me, but 2023 came with this financial stress. All the thoughts I had in this particular year, I was feeling so bad, so low, panic attacks in the night, all these things happened, stress. But did anything stop? No. 2024 anyways came. This is what I say. Don't even all the anxiety, all the stress that you have today. This is what I'm telling everyone. Even I think this way. All the stress that you have today, that you're thinking something is going to happen the next year. Nothing is going to happen because anyway we come into that year, you have nothing to do. You can't stop it. 2024 anyways came. All the fears that I had in 2023 because of the financial stress, nothing happened in 2024. Now it's 2026. 25 కూడా పోయింది అట్లనే ఫ్లోలో. సో వాట్ ఐమ్ సేయింగ్ ఇస్, డూ నాట్ వరీ అబౌట్ వాట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యాపెన్ టుమారో. ఎంజాయ్ దిస్ మూమెంట్, ఎంజాయ్ ద ప్రెజెంట్, బీ హ్యాపీ నౌ. That is what all matters. Don't sit and think something is going to happen next year. Because think once, all the fears you had last year, did those come true? Because your brain always does this. What happens if? What happens when? These are all probabilities your mind starts thinking about. These are all possibilities, probabilities. Maybe it will happen. Maybe it will happen as well. Is that in your control? So forget about it. That's what all these years I went through that. And none of these years mattered. We are already here in 2026. You will figure it out. Just go through it. Don't be scared. The wars that we are fighting today are not like we are taking knives and going and fighting somewhere. The wars you have to fight is take a laptop, do the work, or whatever your work is, selling something. I don't know what you do, but all you have to do is, that is your war. No one's telling you to take a sword or something, go fight a war physically with guns and AK-47. All the war we have is to feed our family, clear some EMIs. Deen kosam stress తీసుకోవడం, I don't think I've been through it. I think I am qualified to talk about it. These things happened is the reason I learned a lot. I don't know if I'm going to keep the car how many more years, forget about that, but I own it now. Okay, so finally we are eligible to write. the year 2026 came, and today we fully, completely, 276% own it. This key, the beautiful BMW key that taught me so many things in life, I own it completely. You have no clue, you have no idea what this means to me. And 2026 March, my last EMI, on 16th of March it cuts. So it's been almost 10-15 days. By now I completely own it. Geeky. Not one coin I took from anyone. And finally the day came, March 16th, auto debit. Clean shaven. But whenever whatever is clean shaven, what happens? Your hair will grow back. As long as you give it the right nutrition, work towards it, things will move, and hope for the best. So now the year 2026, we fully own it. Let's end this here, the video, but I want to keep it a little bit more dramatic. And finally, dramatically, I have to end it here, inside the car, inside my beloved BMW X4 that taught me so many things in my life. So here's the final closure. Today morning I got the email. This is a printout of that. Dear valued customer, this is in reference to your retail loan contract. We wish to inform you that the no objection certificate has been issued, has been dispatched. The details are mentioned below, which means the bank is officially telling me we have no objection to clear the vehicle for you. Now, Sriman, we don't own a single thread, a single inch of it. This is completely yours. Mine, baby. There is the first loan contract as well when I first signed while taking the loan. So this is the main header page. And to be honest, for the first time, actually, when I start this car and when I see this particular message, it feels real. Welcome, Sriman. To be honest, whenever I got inside the car, whenever it said welcome, Sriman, I wouldn't feel like this is mine 100%. The bank still owns it till I clear the loan. Obviously, this is the same thing with the houses we all own, right? If your house is on a loan, try not paying 3 months of EMI. They can literally grab your house from you. We think emotionally that it is ours, but it is not. Till you pay off that last bit of EMI for a tenure of 20 or 25 years or how many years ever you put it, you don't completely own your house or anything that is taken on loan, whether it's your iPhone or whatever it is. But once again, financial sense, take a loan on a car or on a bike or on a house as well. When you already, not you, at least me, my thought process is when I have the money of that much amount equally in my bank, against that, if I take a loan, I feel more comfortable. Instead of taking a loan completely, which is not existent in my bank account, I like to, not possible to everyone, but this is my perception, make that much of money where that can be leveraged to take a loan. Amount that is there in the bank or your mutual funds or any investment, that has to keep giving you that much of profit, which will pay your EMI every month. But yes, we have arrived finally. Now you can call Sriman Kotaru the proud owner of the BMW X4. Now, does this mean I'll be keeping it forever? No idea. This is the current status. What I feel right now in 2026, we made that chart, 4 things. 2027, I don't know what life has to offer. Till then, Manadi. Let's feel it.